Welcome, Pisces, to your uplifting messages. So, the focus of this reading is for the next 7 days. What will you be receiving at this time? And for some of you, an offer will come into play, and that offer is very much emotionally triggering. Okay, so I say emotionally triggering because it's going to be based on the person that will be offering you this offer or this invite, or it's just going to be about what that invite is actually about. Okay, so you can see that the keywords are romance, charming, graceful, invitations, following your heart, and dreams. So for some of you, that would be a date, right? And I feel like it's going to be like like a actually formal date. I feel like initially with this person you might have went to like coffee dates just to take it slow. And yeah, the Year is the epitome of slowness. Okay, of following the rules, following the regulations, getting to know each other, getting to know each other's value system to know what is acceptable at this stage. Okay, so we're past the coffee dates at this time right now. What you need to do, okay, what you need to do, because let's go to the Eurofin as the advice for that day. The Queen of Wands, you need to show off your self. Okay, you need to be confident. You need that dress needs to be looking tight and hot. Okay, and as you can see, even the kitty is smiling. I actually never paid attention to the cat, but you see his smiling like red in his eyes. So yeah, I feel like you need to be like I don't want to say cat food, that's not appropriate, but I feel like you need to be looking delicious. Okay, it's like you're tempting, you're you're looking like dessert. Okay, but I feel like the person that you're gonna be going out with anyways is very respectable. Okay, respectable or respectful, yeah, very respectful. There's someone they're gonna take their time, and I feel like wink wink, that applies to other things. And we have the Three of Cups energy. So uh, you're gonna have like you're gonna have fun. Okay, this is the card of fun. And again, delight, celebrations, parties, gatherings, social events, friendship. So for others of you, again, because the Knight of Cups is also on, giving a youthful energy, it could also be prom. So someone is getting invited to prom. Congratulations. And I feel like you already have, for a woman, for a female, you already have a a dress in mind. I feel like you want some kind of like a big poofy gown. You want to look like, I want to look like the best thing next to a wedding, a wedding dress. So I feel like that's what you want here. Okay, but yeah, I feel like you're gonna have a whole lot of fun with your friends. Okay, you're gonna be looking good. Your hair's gonna be looking good. I feel like some of you are actually going to have a crown made for you, like a special crown made for you. You might even put your name on that crown. Okay, so nice. So again, to clarify, because I wanted to clarify the Knight of Cups for others of you, because for others of you, it's not going to be prom, it's not going to be a date, but again, it's going to be like a special, a formal event. It could be a party, a formal party event, which could have been organized by your company, if like this is where you work out, or any kind of organization that you're close to. It could even be a church event, a special church event. Okay, but I feel like this also could be like a fashion show as well. Okay, but I feel like Pisces, you need to go because you're gonna be having a whole lot of fun. Okay, so again, just to clarify, this is one of my most fun readings. Is celebration. Kick off the party activities and have a great time. Plan for a joyful future. Okay, for some of you, you're actually going to invite people to your home. Okay, and I feel like some of you, like you just bought a house, or like you bought a condo or even a loft, and you have so much space. You're like, we have to make do a housewarming party. We have to prepare for a housewarming party. So I feel like this is like you're already thinking about, oh, I'm gonna have buckets of shrimps, I'm gonna have a whole lot of drinks, okay? Like there's just going to be like uh I see like buckets of ice and probably like fruits. Like I feel like you are going to like hire like a catering company because you kind of want to do it, you want to do it big. There's a sense of being grateful for what you have and wanting to share it with others, wanting to share with others. And there's a sense of, I got this home, I got this house within the market that we're in, you could have it too. So I feel like there's a sense of also wanting to motivate other people to get what they want or to go after what they want. And that, there are no, you shouldn't let rules and limitations and regulations get in the way. You should actually let them work for you, because there are loopholes that could work in your favor at this time, Pisces, okay? And I feel like for some of you, it's going to be like you're going to be very excited. Like the Knight of Cups, even if it's not an offer, it's going to feel equally as emotionally exciting. For some of you, like probably you're going to arrive to a point where everything is working the way that you want to, okay? And the reason for that is clarifying the celebration. We do have uh, initially looking, but I feel like that's more for people that are looking for some nice outfit. And I told you before, have an eye for beauty and uncover hidden charms, seeking your flaws. Like some of you are looking for the perfect outfit, dress, but also I feel like this is how you're gonna be looking. You're gonna be looking like a dream. Okay, I feel like you're gonna be living with wherever you are, you're gonna be leaving with a whole lot of phone numbers, okay? Or, that could be a dude too. Like I feel like the Knight of Cups. That's why like you're kind of excited because the person that's actually inviting you to that place is probably your crush or someone that you've been eyeing from afar, and not thinking that you could get that dude, and he asks you out. So you feel very excited about that. But for some of you, looking has to do with you've been looking for a job, for a position, for a situation, again, for a house. Like, I feel like you're going to be explaining this story of how you've been looking for a house and you were never, um, you didn't let hopelessness get in the way of you finding what you wanted. I feel like there's a sense of digging deeper for what you wanted. And for some of you, the way that you're explaining it to your friends or to even strangers or just people that are, I feel like this is a story that you decide to share at your party, right? Just inviting a bunch of people, you're telling them how you got this house, and with gratitude, I feel like you're sharing um you're sharing this story just to again help other people see the truth, for them to be able to see, for them to be able to open their eyes and to see that things are not what they seem, okay? Especially with all the information that's been bombarded to you about the market, from the news, whatever that you're watching from official perspective or what's been accepted by mainstream. Things seems hopeless, but I feel like you're gonna let them know that we're not. As long as we remind ourselves that we're part of the universe and that there's so much about the universe that we don't know. That's exactly how we need to look at this world and how things move and how things open up for us. So again, excitement, you're going to be celebrating the fact that there is a new beginning for you. And if it is a job, it's a perfect fit, finding the right path. For some of you, it's like you realize that you're on the right path. You're like, I know what I'm meant to do. Like understanding your higher purpose, understanding that, oh, wait, my hobby can actually provide me with some income. What? The fit with the soul, the ideal job, you're meant to be here. You're going to realize where you're meant to be, who you're meant to be with, what is your tribe, you know, which organizations have your back. Oh, this is very good, Pisces. For others of you, not only that, okay, not only that, so you're having fun, but not only that, the offer again comes in the form of monetary value, which means that It may not be a job, but you're getting money. Maybe some of you are going to play at the casino. Some of you are gonna be buying a ticket, a lotto. Maybe you're just looking at your savings account. You're like, oh my god, my money's it's going up. It's going up. Okay. And I see the chest of coins. I feel like some of you, you might be like the Knight of Cups is kind of feeling like I I feel like it's almost like being pushed to say something or to do something that's going to provide you with that money. So for some reason, you're you're meant to share something. It could be on a platform like YouTube, could be on a platform like TikTok or wherever. You're meant to share something about your life or about yourself, or there's something that's bubbling, like it's almost like I need to get this off my chest. For that reason, for whatever reason, that's gonna provide you with some kind of financial reciprocation, sorry, a financial exchange for what was provided, probably because there's a lot of value in what you have to say. It could also just be like a product that you've decided to create, like you you decided that you didn't want to let procrastination get in the way, decided to get a bottle of wine or kombucha or just a hot coffee or cold coffee with with a lot of espresso or a tea, or very hot tea with some alcohol in it. And you decided to let the night, I feel like you decided to have like a paint date night with self, with just you and yourself, and decided that you were gonna create a masterpiece that night. You're not letting things get in the way of what you want, because we do have the Nine of Cups. Okay. And again, for some of you, the money that's going to be provided to you, or the money that's going to be provided to you is actually for a kid's talent show, or like they need some kind of an outfit. Are they gonna like, I feel like they are going to be part of a special group this summer. Like I feel like it's like a like a nas a like a summer camp, a like a summer camp. It's like a summer camp, okay? But it's more like prestigious, or it's kind of related to to any kind of future prospects that they may have when it comes to school, when it comes to going to a private high school, or even to a prestigious university or college. I feel like that's gonna look good on their application, and probably you are eyeing up that special summer camp, whatever that it is, or even like training for 13 to 18 years old or something like that. Um, but you were eyeing it up, but you you didn't have the money for it, so I feel like it kind of, you had a temporary depression about it, because you're like, my kid deserves this opportunity for them to grow, and for them to be able to have all kinds of resources. So I don't know, the universe, God has heard you, and somehow you were provided with that money. Okay, so that's great. For others of you Pisces, the Knight of Cups has been uh, clarified by the author. So are you getting invited by like an author? And also, guys, Knight of Cups, you're a fan for a small percentage of you, okay? Because I don't know how many. It like could be one, it could be 10 of y'all, could be 50, but for some of you, you'll be invited by like a person that's known, like a celebrity, or it doesn't have to be like, you know, a celebrity that everybody knows. It could be a celebrity in your hometown, in your country, okay? Or it can even be like someone that we actually know. You're being invited by, okay, I don't want to say. Um, but yeah, you could be invited by like a celebrity author, okay? But For some of you, you are the author. Like, I feel like it's saying like you're the one who's writing the book of your life. Tor. Okay, no, I'm not. I'm reading too much into it, okay? Sorry about that, guys. Your words will have a great impact on those who read them. Are you reading like a. Is there a Tor book? Uh, I don't know. Is some of you gonna like. Is there a Tor book? If there is, somebody is gonna be meeting that author. Whatever. But for some of you that are writers, okay, so your words will have great impact on those who read them, okay? So be aware that your words are very valuable. um Even if you feel like I'm just writing for the nobodies. I feel like that's what you're saying. Writing for the nobodies. Nobody's actually reading it. You're saying nobodies in a joking kind of way because it's like nobody's reading what I am putting out there, or nobody's listening, or nobody's paying attention to my podcast, or nobody's watching what I'm doing. So I feel like you're kind of belittling. Ugh, you're putting yourself off of the pedestal when you should be like keep on finding a pedestal that's even higher for you to put yourself on top of. Okay, I hope that was clear. And to clarify the author energy for the Nine of Cups, or you might be tempted to buy a book, and that's gonna kind of change your perspective about what's going on in your life right now. Okay, because the year Fed, almost feel like there is a turning point. It's almost like you're kind of being drawn to buy something, and for some it's going to be a book or anything that's kind of useful. But what you don't know is that, for one, it's a page turner. Two, it might change your life in some kind of way. um I mean, it's personal because the Queen of Wands has shown up, but it's almost like it's an addition to what will help you on your journey at this time. Okay, for some. Oh, I feel like again with the author, for some of you writers, you might go on a writer's retreat. Okay, sometimes taking a break is the best thing you can do to gain clarity and a fresh perspective. So, and I feel like that's going to be the key, not the retreat itself, but the fact that you're traveling outside of your comfort zone, or you're getting out of the mundane or the things that you've been doing for so long. Okay, embarking on a journey could be your path to wealth, as abundant opportunities await you in the world. So for some of you, this, as you see, retreat, was that a key as well? No, that was a jar, because it's kind of talking about you. But see, there's the key. The key is meant to unlock things. So for some of you, a retreat or taking a break, uh and also traveling. So it's not only taking a break, stay in your house. Traveling is going to be key to change things. Okay, and for some of you here, it says it could be related to making connections. So you might discover a connection that might last a lifetime, whether it's like friendship or more than that. Okay, so again, with the Nine of Cups, this is what you really want. Okay, Pisces. So I ask universe, what does Pisces want? Nine of Cups. Duh. Wishes come true, blessings, satiety. Is that how you say it? Satiety. Okay. Abundance, achievements, material success. That's what happens when English is not your first language. Okay. So so what's clarifying the Nine of Cups? So the Nine of Cups is the one of the most ideal cards in the deck. Okay. In one sense, because there's the other sense too. In one sense, because you feel completely fulfilled. Okay, and there's also the sense of the cups is behind you, and this again, the song that I relate a Christian song that I relate to the Nine of Cups, where you are counting your blessings because there's so many and you're awaiting more to come. So how can you not be fulfilled? How can you not be grateful at this time? But I feel like for some of you, you're just wanting something different. So again, the star, some of you want to be a star. Let's not lie about that, okay? But again, I feel like some of you, again, the star, you have star quality at this time. So for some of you, I think you just want to be big, and that's the thing with the Nine of Cups. Being, you want to be under the spotlight and get so big that the whole world sees you at this time, okay? Um, Also, the negative aspect of the Nine of Cups, or the most mundane one, is wanting to have your cake and eat it too. Okay, so there's that aspect of that. So let it sink in as it may apply. Okay, because we did see the Three of Cups. This could lead to third, fourth, fifth party situation, six, seven. Ooh, depending on who you're messing with. Or maybe that's you, Pisces. Are you the I can't have my cake and eat it too? I mean, I love to have cake. I love to have my cake and eat it too. But it depends on the situations. And since the Hierophant has shown up as an advice, ooh, it tells you to follow the rules when it comes to, especially if it's related to long-term relationships at this time. It's like you have a specific value system for a purpose, okay? But because this also has to do with boundaries, okay? Um, so yeah, we have the Emperor energy, the Star, and the World card, okay? So for some of you, there's a sense of thinking about the end, thinking about your happily ever after. Again, this is related to traveling. I feel like some of you are wanting to look like hot shit. That's not the proper word. I feel like you just want to look good. So maybe some of you, like, you're you're being tempted to like go to the gym. That could be your temptation at this time, or your offer or an invite, or there's a discount, right? There could be a discount at the gym, and I feel like you decided to kind of just take a look around to see if that would be a place that you actually want to be spending a whole lot of time. So that's very important. Sometimes you just, you know, checking up on certain places online, even if it's like restaurants or like a place that you're going to be spending a whole lot of time, like even a coffee shop, you have to try it out first you have to actually go there publicly. You have to go there. You have to be there in presence. You have to show your presence there. Your presence have to fill out the room. So like it's good to imagine things and to see how things may look good on, pictures. Yes, you could like look at pictures, but how comfortable do you feel there? So again, going back to the gym, like are you envisioning like a specific spot when you're actually just taking a tour? Are you envisioning a specific spot where you'll be actually working out and you can spend your time? And because sometimes we escapism is needed when it comes to working out, because when you're thinking about like the grinding and the effort that you're putting in the working, it gets to be boring, and also it gets to um, be a little bit depressing, or it might make you stop working out altogether because you're like, oh, so many steps to do, or I'm not at the level that I'm supposed to be at right now. So there's a sense of needing to find a bit of escapism while you're kind of working out. And of course, you cannot do escapisms. You cannot escape while you're lifting weights. But let's say you're on the treadmill, pumping out some nice music, or having the treadmill right in front of the TV, and they might have some good ass soaps or good, or good entertainment that can make the time pass. Okay, so Again, for some of you, I said that you are going to be meeting a star, and you might be on the spotlight. I also feel like, um, yeah, I also feel like when you do meet this person, like, and if you do go on a date or it's just a friendly meeting, I almost feel like your life is going to change because for whatever reason, all the paparazzi are there. Like, and even if it's not paparazzi, it's just that there's people that are actually paying attention to this person. They know who they are. They already have their phones out. Okay, they're recording you. So you have to know that you are being recorded at this time. Okay, they're taking pictures of you. Some of you, like, they already are doing background checks on you or trying to figure out who you are to this person because, you know, and if you're looking delicious, then you are already are a gossip. You're part of the gossip. Okay, so I don't know, I feel like the emperor energy here could talk about needing, because Pisces, this is Aries energy, so I feel like there's a sense of wanting to have a grasp on your life, wanting, this for you could talk about like the way that you want to make your money, or, and also it talks about order and discipline. So I feel like you understand that for you to be able to get what you want, or for you to be able to be the ultimate in whatever that you're trying to do, you're gonna need to have, you need focus, but you need organizations. So I feel like your focus might be on the home or your environment or your office, needing a specific space. I feel like you have a room in your house where there's nothing can distract you in that office. Okay, just have a table, a computer, and that's it. And whatever else that's actually related to what you're working on is part of that room. I feel like you realize that distractions may have gotten in the way of what you were supposed to do. Okay, and for that, I also feel like if you feel like you've been lacking when it comes to effort and discipline, I feel like the Yerfin says that there is a time for everything. So if you're thinking about a specific period of time where you felt like things, like where you felt like you didn't show the upper hand, it's okay. Okay, because again, there is a time for everything. But right now, what's part of your Nine of Cups, of your ultimate, satisfaction, is for your home to be orderly and for that office to be lacking any kind of distractions. Okay, but again, this is about you ruling your own life. The emperor is the ruler of his own life. They're not following anybody else's strings. They're not being pulled by anybody else's strings. They're focusing on their dream, their ideal life, okay? For some of you, what you want is a baby, okay? So again, the advice here, guys, is the Yearfin energy. And the Yearfin has to do with rules. Like, the rules are there for a reason, okay? And it's great. We've been following other people's rules for a very fucking long time. Sorry about that, okay? So the Yearfin also talks about um, the destruction of what was as well, okay, and the rebuilding of that in this position, because I feel like there has been like a cassette that has been playing over and over in your mind, okay, Pisces, because here it says I enjoy life for the personal growth, but for some of you, you might have felt like the growth has been inexistent in certain areas of your life, okay? And this is why with the Queen of Wands, this energy is very independent. I feel like you felt like you followed other people's rules for too long and it got you stuck. And now, and also it got you doubting yourself. It got you to not follow your own inner compass. So now there's a need for you to get into that Queen of Wands energy. And the reason why you need to get into that Queens of Wands energy, which is clarifying the Hierophant, is that sometimes what you need to follow is the times. Okay, and I'm not talking about trends, I'm talking about the time. So for anybody that's like into astrology, they would understand what the times mean. And even in the Bible, there is a verse that talks about the stars, the lights that are in the sky has been created for us to follow, what for us to understand and to know what time it is. Is it time to wake up? Is it time for me to sleep? Is it time for me to take a step back? Is it time for me to take action? Because the North Node is in Pisces, so that means the spotlight is on you, right? Follow the North Star. Okay? So it's not because the North Node is in Pisces that you get to stay in the background. Yes, there is a lot of things that has to be worked on that's related to the background. There's a lot of work that has to be done when it comes to your subconscious, because that's what you rule, right? There's a lot of things that has to change. There's a lot of cluttering things have cluttered in your mind. So it's not only in your home, but in your mind, things have cluttered. Events that are no longer relevant to this situation because things change. Because we do have Saturn energy that's related to karma. So you get your karma, but you get to start not over, but you get to start a new chapter. You get Pluto that's destroying every single thing, right? And you get your Neptune energy, so you get to know you understand your Neptune energy, that yes, like we're all related at the end of the day. We all get to feel the same things at different times in our lives. But how do you shape that? And also, how do you define that for yourself? Because the Hierophant also has to do with divisions in certain way, but it's how do you differ from the person that's next to you? You already know you've Miss Pisces or Mr. Pisces. You already been putting yourself in other people's shoes for so long, and you're good at that. It's great. You have empathy, you have compassion, but how do you differ from other people? That's where that you've been lacking. I know the North Node in Aries was last year, but sometimes it might take a while for you to understand the lesson, because now you know everything is going, the energy is going in your favor, and if you're not taking advantage of it, why is that? Because it's time for you to be confident, like it's as attractive, passionate, shown independence, determination. Time for you to be a social butterfly, vivacious. You need to show that side of you that is there, since you Neptune represents the all of it. Now it's time for you to show people who they are, okay? And maybe you need to show that little creepy side of you in the right environment, of course, okay? And the Knight of Pentacles is a card that is met with mixed feelings when clarified by the Hierophant, but it jives well, or it jives better than the Queen of Wands. But this is about, like, it's been a long time coming. So whatever you're gonna be receiving something too, right? So there's a sense of you, like, I know your 12th house is related to sleeping. You're very comfortable in that position, the horizontal position, in whatever way that means, okay? However, okay, right now it's time for you to wake up. It's time for you to wake up to your opportunities that will be presenting themselves to you. And those are, what you may not know, those are daily opportunities. So there's a sense of you to literally open your eyes and literally understand what's actually going on, okay? Because there may have been certain things that went on underneath your nose, but you didn't see them for what they are, whether they're positive or whether they are negative, okay? So for some, like, you might say no to an opportunity and invite if you feel like someone is not really stable enough for you, okay? But for some of you, what you're gonna realize is that this Knight of Cups, or if it's a person or if it's an opportunity, it actually has a long-lasting value here. For some, something is coming to you that you've been waiting for so long, and you're gonna understand that the decision that you made initially, especially if it was a decision that was made wholeheartedly, was the right one for you, okay? And again, to clarify the Hierophant, we have the Three of Cups, delight, celebrations, parties, gatherings, social events, friendship. I know I said it before, but as you can see, there's a lot of water energy here, which means that your emotions and your feelings are very important, right? This is, guys, this is related to Taurus energy. So this is, you know, getting together with like-minded individual. And there's also a sense like when there's a verse in the Bible that says when two or three are gathered, you know, spectacular shit can happen. Okay, I changed it, but you know what it means. Like God says He's there because God is Neptune-like energies. Okay, sorry, I'm yeah, because God is in all of us. So if two or three are reunited, that means we have more God's essence. We have like a fuller understanding of God's essence and God's energy within us. Or it's just reminding us how close we are to source. Okay? But also, like, the reason why this offer is being provided to you is the fact that you need to experience the light-hearted side of things at this time, and that you actually do deserve that. You deserve to feel free, you deserve to feel happy, you deserve to get everything that you want, and you deserve to have the people around you to celebrate you because you've been celebrating them all years, every years. You've been the one that's been the one that to support them, that's been consistent in your approach, in your love. So it's okay for you to step out of your, if you've been in some kind of a hermit energy or monk mode, it's okay to get out of it. Like, I feel there's a sense of you being able to remind yourself that you're human. God is in a human form, or God in a human form. Okay? So Pisces, have fun.